Good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 9. It's a beautiful sunny day here again today. You might be able to tell it's pretty bright in here. Kind of mid-morning. We've had a bit of a, slept in a little bit and had a lazy morning so far. I just fresh out of the shower, so my hair is still wet. Put the next stripe on my cowl. So this, I'm not sure if you can tell, I'm knitting this one with leftovers of a sock blank. So it's a little bit crinkly, but it has the same textured pattern that's in this stripe here. So what I actually did this morning, I guess it was yesterday, I got to thinking as I was looking ahead a little bit at what was up and coming in the cowl as far as stitch patterns. I realized that it's mirrored from, if you go from stripes 1 to 12, then if you flip it, that's stripes 12 to, or 13 to 24. So when I was doing my color selection, I hadn't really thought about, I hadn't factored in different stitch patterns. I was more just looking at colors that went together. So what I actually did this morning is I laid out my remaining colors and I rearranged them so that overall it'll have sort of the same tonal color progression going forward as knitting towards the center. So for instance, this strong stripe or these purple stripes will have similar colors or similar intensities in the same place, so that when you see it as an overall cowl, it will look more balanced than what I'd originally chosen. So I think I'll be happier with that. And it's still the same yarns. And actually this yarn I used today was originally scheduled for this spot, so it actually happened to fit in there anyway. So yeah, this is coming along nice. I still really love working on it. I love that it's just this 8 rows, a little bit every day. It's been fun to see it grow. And then I got quite a bit, well, I did manage yesterday to finish the blue nightgown before the grandkids came. So actually it was just perfect timing. I had just finished and had cleaned everything up and put all the scraps and pattern pieces and stuff away, and then Jessica texted me to say they were on their way, so it was perfect timing. So there it is, just buttons in the back. And I kind of thought I might, a bow is too childish for the older one. I thought, oops, I just saw a thread here. I thought I might do a row of buttons down the front or something, but I think I've decided just to leave it. I think simpler is better in this case. So yeah, happy to get that done. And then I got quite a bit done on Stan's socks last night, and I'm now ready to put the toes in. So that's a great feeling, because this has not been a real fun project to work on. Just kind of boring. I realized the other day, I think it was after I recorded my podcast. Can you tell the difference between those two cuffs? This stripe is like 1 fewer rows than this one. I'm not ripping back to change it. And I held them up, asked my husband if he could tell the difference, and he said he couldn't. I doubt Stan will notice, and if he does, I doubt he'll care. So I just think of this as a small reminder of my imperfection, and I can live with that. Had a good time with the grandkids last night. The 2 older ones, they just chowed down on dinner. I could have cooked a little more of a couple of things, so I said, if you're still hungry, you can always have a piece of toast, and both of them did, and 2 Rice Krispie squares after dinner, so they were not going to bed hungry, that's for sure. It's funny, I asked my older one for a Christmas list, and so I got her to write them down and then just tell me about them while I was cooking dinner, because I knew, lots of times the toys and stuff, I don't really know what they are. So she was reading them off and describing what they were. But I noticed this morning when I looked at her list, she's not the best speller, so forgive it, but can you see? I want to hide her name. You see that? New phone. Yeah, I don't think so. She didn't mention that one to me last night. It was funny, after dinner the kids were playing hide and seek, and it's so funny because the little one, she copies everything, and it was hilarious. She'd go hide, but of course she can't keep quiet and while she's doing it, but it was kind of fun. They actually were really good last night and had a lot of fun with them. Sometimes the three of them together, the two older ones, can kind of get at each other a bit. That's just normal sibling stuff, but they were actually really good last night, so had a nice time. So we have kind of a shopping day planned. We're gonna kind of take stock at where we are as far as Christmas shopping goes, and make a plan and hit up a few stores today. We had a very successful day Christmas shopping, so we still have a few things to get, but the bulk of it is out of the way. We had to stop by the Black Cat yarn shop to get a gift for my daughter, and I never realized before the signpost outside the store has been they yarn bombed it, so I got a picture and I'll put it in here. It looks really cute. So but we should check in, do David's tea for the day. So what are we, 9? I can see it peeking through the window. Looks like nuts in there, dried fruit or something. Forever nuts, there we go. Let's see. Oh, and it smells almost like a granola bar, that kind of spicy and nutty smell. I think that'll be good. Let's see what's all's in it. Oh, there's 3 in a row for the drawers, but that one's not very exciting. Forever nuts, right up top. Apple, almonds, cinnamon, beetroot, artificial flavoring, contains almonds. So, oh, well, it says that right above there. Apples, almonds, contains almonds. Did you know it contained almonds? Anyway, it is, we didn't have our happy night last night because we were babysitting, so we're doing that tonight instead. So I'm going to say right now, to heck with tea. I'm starting on wine. We're having this Hillside Estates Rosé. Hillside is one of our favorite wineries up. For those who are familiar with British Columbia, may know the Naramata Bench. That's where this winery is. And that's one of the very first wineries years and years and years ago that we ever went into to do any sort of wine tasting. It was totally foreign to us, and they were super friendly and welcoming. We'd been to another one previously that day that was basically like this, and we were so uncomfortable we just left without even tasting anything. So we have fond memories of Hillside, and this past summer we were visiting there, and we stopped and had a glass of wine and a nice sort of appetizer in the afternoon, and it was looking out on the lake. It was beautiful. So yeah, Hillside's good, and I had a sip already. The wine is very nice too. So that's gonna go down good. So we're gonna hunker in for a nice evening at home. Tomorrow we're getting our haircut in the morning, get groceries, and then we're going to start decorating, get our garlands and tree up tomorrow. So I'll get to share that with you tomorrow. So yeah, Harley was gone pretty well all day. Vlogmas Day 9, but we got lots done, so feel good about it. So see you tomorrow. Good night.